All right, so I think we're ready. Dorothy is on, and Dorothy is up first. I will give Dorothy a little introduction. She is the manager for strategic accounts in the education section for GFS, and she is out of Grand Rapids. I'm going to share my screen so that you can see my presentation as well. And then Dorothy, I will let you take it away.
Okay, wonderful. Can everybody hear me? I'm assuming yes. Yep. So, okay, Sarah, you can hear. Okay, great, wonderful. So, what a great day it's been so far. And I just kind of wanted to spend just a couple minutes and talk through on what Gordon Food Service has been doing and getting ready for back to school. So I just have a couple slides, nothing too much here, and just kind of talk about all of the great work that we've been doing during this COVID-19 pandemic that we're in right now. What we have been doing is taking all of that information and all those products that we've been selling during this time and getting those ready and building that forecast for this back to school. So as you see on this next slide, as we'll go to the next slide. Yep. So on this next slide, what this slide kind of talks about, and I'm assuming that this will be available for everybody also, that what we've taken is we've increased all that demand for back to school on all those products that everybody's been using from March through now. So all that during the endless summer feeding, through summer feeding, all those individually wrapped items. And we've been working with all of the manufacturers on that. So what we did is we kind of went ahead and we surveyed all the manufacturers at the last week of June, first week of July, and then went through and kind of determined which items there are going to be available and ready to go for back to school. And let's start getting those ramped up in the distribution center. And so that is the first thing that we did, and we had 100% participation, which was wonderful from the manufacturer community. And thank you, everybody that's out there. So that was great. And then if we go to the next slide, you will see that out of 80% of the products, there should be no really issue out there. So that is exciting news that there shouldn't be many issues, and it's all in that yellow area on that slide shows you that all those products that we shouldn't really have too much of a delay in getting those products for back to school. So that is very positive. Every day at 7:30 in the morning since March, when all this started, myself, our supply chain team, and all of our buyers that work with all the manufacturers, we meet every day and talk through this and come and really work directly with the manufacturers. So we're feeling very positive about this. Not saying there's not going to be any hiccups, but we are in this together, and we have been spending lots of hours in getting that warehouse full and ready for back to school, plus also with all your commodities too. So that is one exciting piece that we are ready for and are looking forward to this back to school, because we are going to come out, all of us, on top. So as you notice here, between all of us working together, so if you have any menu changes between now and you go back to school, if something changes with the way your operation is going to work because of something that happened in your community, just as we ask, always work with your education specialist or your inside sales rep. Let them know what's changing so we can make sure that we have that ready for you, and we can then adjust those changes. So that demand planning has been going great. We've had a ton of success with our Ohio division, everybody out of Imperial and Springfield, just really working hard to get us what we need, and the warehouses are getting full again, which is a great sign of and very excited about this back to school. So if we move to the next slide, a couple of resources we have. I just want to remind everybody that you can that are on GFS Experience, which if you need help getting there, just inside sales or education specialist, or you can contact me after, that we have a back to school white paper out there with a lot of resources in there, a lot to do with sanitizing, so that's in there. And we also have on our GFS experience under Great for Schools, you'll find a lot of menus out there. If you're looking for menus, there's individually wrapped menus, there's traditional menus, there's menus where you can take pieces of a traditional individually wrapped, and they're all developed by our Nutritional Resource Center, so they meet all the meal patterns. So that was one key thing that we started back in May and wanted to make sure it was ready for back to school. So that really, and on the next slide, you will see that on GFS Experience, you're going to have a lot of resources for you there. The menus, the white paper. If you need any extra lists of products, your inside sales rep or education specialist can help you. They have a list of a lot of individually wrapped products and new ones that we have at Gordon Food Service that they definitely could help and get ready for you. So that really, overall, I just wanted to take those few minutes just to remind you that we are in this all together, and there are a lot of resources on GFS Experience for you, plus your education specialist and your inside sales rep has them, and you can always contact me too. And thank you, and what a great day today.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Dorothy. So I believe, Leah, you are up next if you're ready and you want to turn on your sound and screen. Do we have Leah on with us right now? Okay. I haven't heard anything from her, so we'll go ahead and move along. We can come back to her if she jumps on. That's no problem. So Greg, you're up.
All right, great. Thank you. Most of you might know me. My name is Greg Brooks, and I am the Midwest Regional Sales Manager for Asian Food Solutions and Comida Vita. We're excited to be here today. Great opportunity for us. Just a short overview of our company. Lincoln Yee and Alan Lamb were approached by a large district in Florida to offer Asian chicken for schools about 13 years ago. Now we sell in all 50 states and also are worldwide. We offer a full plate solution in Asian foods like Asian chicken, Asian beef, rice, noodles. We have egg rolls. Don't forget the fortune cookies. These are parent approved messages. All are great tasting, authentic, but healthy Asian foods that your students love. The student favorites include the tangerine, Japanese cherry blossom, Colonel So, also honey sriracha and lemongrass. These are all breaded chicken. The unbreaded selections are the teriyaki, New Orleans, gluten-free Thai sweet chili, and gluten-free teriyaki. Most are stocked at Gordon Food Service, and all are available using USDA commodities. A little bit about Comida Vita. 5 years ago, Lincoln created Comida Vita, a Latin-inspired food company that also offers a full plate solution for Latin foods like burritos, tamales, sous vide style shredded meats, which includes our tinga chicken. And we're excited about this product. It's great for street tacos. Also have rice, plantain, yuca fries. Last year, Asian Food Solutions purchased Comida Vita. So we're one company. You'll see our name, Asian Food Solutions / Comida Vita. Let's talk about clean labels for a second. Our food products are clean label, which means they have no artificial color, flavors, sweeteners. There are no flavor enhancers, trans fat, MSG, or added sugars. The two new items that we are very excited about presenting today are the teriyaki bowl from Asian Food and also the burrito from Comida Vita. These two products, the Asian teriyaki bowl eats 2 protein, 1 grain, and half a cup of dark green vegetable. Very delicious. And then the burrito meets 2 protein and 2 grain. No soy protein, no isolates. The main protein comes from the first ingredient, like chicken. Chicken is the protein. So we had some videos we was going to show, but go to our YouTube website. It's under Asian Food Solutions and Comida Vita. And please like or share, but our burrito and our teriyaki bowl videos are on there. Give you just an overview of what the product is. So why the shift? As a company, we know that difficulty that you are facing during this COVID-19 pandemic. We understand the changes that you've had to make during this everyday school menu. We also know that these changes have influenced your overall business decisions. And these changes have influenced our business decisions as well. Our shift to offer IW products. So as Dorothy was saying, everybody's preparing. Forecasting will be very important. We understand forecasting has been difficult for you at this time, not knowing what type of model you're going to be using. Keeping that in mind, with these two new products, that line times for IW products are scheduled through October 2020, and our goal is to make sure that you receive the products that you asked for. Please let me or your Acosta K-12 account manager or Gordon Education CDS know your projected usage. These are not cast in stone, but just please help us help you to get what you want. There's 96 burritos in a case. There's 48 IW chicken bowls in a case. Thank you for your time. I appreciate the opportunity.
Eric, and something I just want to note, as Laura is busy, at the top of the chat box, you'll see chat and then you'll see polls. If you click that, if you could please let us know if these are products that you would be interested in. So GFS would love to know what items that we're talking about today that you have interest in, as well as the manufacturers and brokers would love to know that information as well. I think that this year, among many others, has been very hard for us to forecast. I know when I got calls and asked, how many cases of X product are you going to be using? I'm not even sure. My district that I work with hasn't even decided if we are going back to school virtually or in person or some blend of learning. So if you could please vote for us after each vendor talks, that would be awesome. So I believe Eric is up next, I believe. Yes. All right, Eric, take it away. Eric, I think you're muted. There we go. Good to go.
We're good. I'm not sure. Can you see my screen too? No? All right. All right. I think you're muted there, Sarah. We good to go?
Yes, you're good to go if you want to share your screen.
Yeah, it's not letting me share the screen.
Okay, I'll go back to mine.
Okay, well, anyway, thanks for inviting us to this. We're excited to be out of the gates here at Arlington Valley Farms. I'm Eric Smith, the sales representative for Arlington Valley Farms. We're actually also excited. It's fun to follow Greg because we are represented now by Acosta and Asian Food Solutions in and out throughout the Midwest. And the first product line that we launched, many of you know, is Snack and Waffles. You can see right behind me. That's our first one that we launched here. Everything's made from scratch in our Hudson, Ohio facility. Everything that we do, importantly, now more so than ever, is individually wrapped. We've got 3 flavors of Snack and Waffles, including our butter maple. You can see the individual wrap. We've got our blueberry, which is, I think, what was in the boxes. And then we've got our sweet cinnamon. Importantly, in a little bit of background here, Peter Jacobson founded Snack and Waffles 23 years ago. It was subsequently bought by Smucker's. We took back the name back in April and relaunched it under our own great proprietary methodology here, but more importantly, really catering to school breakfast. So we meet the 2 grain. We've got 100% organic grains. We've got 51% whole wheat. Everything that we do is super premium, clean ingredients, and I think really speaks to who we are and what we stand for. We do have 42% less sugar than waffles with syrup. And obviously being individually wrapped, we're perfect for grab and go. You can do it thaw and serve, you can do heat and serve, but they're perfect for a take home as well. In fact, we've actually been added to a couple of different emergency feeding lists. And so we are always happy when this hopefully pandemic gets over and done with at some point. We love showing off our brand new facility. I know Elizabeth, you've been there. So anybody that's interested in stopping by, we're super excited to have you, and especially being right here in your backyard. So, and then I'll give a quick plug, which is our next two product lines. Switches Crafted Sandwiches, we should be up and running beginning of next year, conservatively. That's a truly proprietary sandwich product. And then we've got a product line extension of our Snack and Waffles product that's already tested pretty significantly throughout the country, frankly. So I'll have more details on that, hopefully within the next 6 months as well. So we're just getting started, but we're absolutely thrilled to to be up and running, and hopefully, I think our product seems to be hitting on trend.
All right, so here are just the labels. If you guys want to take a quick look, as Eric said, these are pretty clean label, and as a dietitian in school food service, that's really important. I think sometimes that can be a little difficult to find, especially as we are moving forward with more IW products. This is an IW product that is definitely dietitian approved. So if this is something that you're looking for, I think it would be a great option for your students. So now I'll pass it over to Elizabeth to talk about her product. Go ahead, Elizabeth.
Hi, everybody. I'm Elizabeth with the Costa Food Service. I am the K-12 segment specialist. So I think I've met quite a few people, but if not, I just want to say hey. And just like Maureen, I am very camera shy, picture shy, but it's a new world and we have to embrace it. So here I am. So I just want to talk about our apple crisps. You may have seen them out already. They are 0.34 ounce bag. There's 125 in the case. They do meet a half a cup of fruit. They have a wonderful 1-year shelf life. There are no artificial flavors. There's no sugar added, and it's 100% USA apples, which USA is very important right now. If you need samples or if there's anything I can do for you, please let me know. I'll be happy to bring more things out for you. On the screen, you'll see the GFS numbers, the pack size, and all the nutritional information that you need. I also did want to mention quickly, I had the pleasure of helping pack those boxes, so hopefully they came in really well. And in there, you'll find a JTM tote bag. And I just wanted to mention something new at JTM is Allison Powers. She will now be officially, Roger's retired, and she will now be the regional contact. So if you need anything, you could reach out to me or her. And all I really want to say is that if you need samples with the Snack and Waffle or Comida Vita or Asian Food Solutions or JTM, I am your girl, and I'll be happy to help. Thanks for the opportunity, and I'll talk to you guys later.
Thank you so much, Elizabeth. She was awesome. She came in and helped us pack the boxes. So far, if you did get one of the Pasonic pick boxes, there was the teriyaki chicken bowl, the burrito from Comida Vita, Elizabeth's apple chips were in there as well, along with the blueberry waffle that Eric presented. I believe that Leah is on. Leah, are you on and ready?
I am.
Okay, I'm going to go back to your slides so that we can see them.
Great.
And then Pam, you'll be up next. We're going to go back to Leah's slides here. All right, Leah, take it away.
Okay, hi everyone. And for anyone who's not familiar with me, I am Leah Olix with Key and Peck. And today I would like to introduce Chef One chicken and vegetable dumplings from Schwann's, and I want to thank you for making it a Pasonic pick. Now on my slides, there's going to be a recipe, and it's going to look exactly like this. I'm just going to tell you what it entails, and then I'm going to break it down per bag. Now, what you will need for the dumpling stir-fry recipe is 1 case of the Chef One dumplings. You will need 1 bag of the Ming teriyaki sauce, which it actually measures 1 quart and 1/8 of a cup. And you'll also need a bag of the Szechuan, and you will need 1 quart of water, and then 10 pounds of vegetables. I do not have them here because I actually use them, but any vegetable that you use in your cafeteria, let's say your California blend or anything like that, will work fine. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your dumplings, you're going to divide them into pans. You're going to mix both sauces with 1 quart of water and your vegetables, and you're going to mix it all together in a pan, divide it up, put some saran wrap over it, then some foil in the oven for 20 minutes, 350. After 20 minutes, you're going to open it up, you're going to stir it, close it back, and then you're going to put it back in for about another 40 minutes. You know your oven, it may run hot or not. It could be 30 minutes, it could be 40, depending. As long as the dumpling comes to 165 degrees when you temp it. Okay, now, 1 1/3 cups is a serving for the student. Just make sure there's 6 dumplings in each portion. Okay, now, 6 dumplings is a 2 meat, 2 grain. They're going to run about 16 cents a dumpling, you know, when you want to cost it out. Now, this recipe that I just showed you with this whole volume is on my my slide. I'm going to break it down per bag because usually when I do a show, I usually do it per bag or 2 bags. And this way, let's say you're in the cafeteria, you have 30 more minutes left of the lunch period, and you see you're running low and you just want to make a few more bags, maybe 1, maybe 2, this is what you do. I steamed off the dumplings. So all you're going to do, you're going to put a cup of water in your pan. You're going to put perforated pan on top. Put your dumplings in here. You're going to cover it and you're going to steam them for 20 minutes. Now, your vegetables, however you heat through your vegetables is fine. You really don't have to. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your bag of dumplings to 1 pound of vegetables, 1 cup of the teriyaki, 1 cup of the Szechuan, and 1 cup of water. You're going to pour it over, and you're going to mix it through. Now, something to remember, which is easy, and that's why I wanted to break it down per bag. So everything is 1, 1, and 1. 1 bag, 1 cup of sauce, 1 cup of water, and 1 pound of vegetables. Now, I'm just going to mix this with my hands, and you're done. There's different variations that you can prepare this. One that I just showed you is to mix it all together and heat it through. Another one that I just did was I steamed them separately, and then I added them together with the sauce, and then this is going to go in your well. Now, over here, what I did was a few displays for you. Okay, so one version is I didn't sauce the dumplings. I gave 6 as a portion and then a dipping sauce. This is just a sweet and sour. In this display, I paired 3 dumplings in chicken soup with just a little bit of scallions on top. So let's say you wanted to serve this to the elementary. 3 is going to give you 1 and 1. So just give them 3. So I have some broth. I put 3 dumplings in there. That'll be 1 and 1. And then I paired it with a chicken and vegetable egg roll, which will give me now 2 and 2. Of course, if you're doing the takeaways or the bags for, back to school, here's a serving in the main box. Fold it up and place it in the bag with all of the other components. And here I have the bulk version of it. And then over here, if you wanted to do the packed lunch, I have 6 of the dumplings with the vegetables, some fruit, and a couple extra vegetables. So what I will do is I'll send out an email to everyone and I'll give you the breakdown of a cup of this, a cup of that, how many vegetables, what everything needs, so that, you know, when you're getting together your menus and you want to see, should I, you know, should we serve it to the elementary, just the high, just the middle, how many, you know, the portion size, I'll have that all laid out for you. And I also have this that I will send. This is the recipe that I've always shown at the shows that you've attended and tried. So I'll include this as well. And this one is just with broccoli. So just remember, you can use any vegetable that you have. And thirdly, if you want to pack and send, you can do all of this frozen. You can put the dumplings, the vegetables, and the sauce mixed in a container and give it over to, you know, put it in the bag, give it to the student. They could take it home almost like a take and bake. They could take it home and they could heat it up, you know, microwave or however they want to do it. So I hope this helps, and
Fantastic.
I miss everybody. I can't wait till we can all get together. And if you have any questions, please email me. And as soon as, you know, we get the listing of everyone, I'll send out all the pertinent information. And thank you so much.
All right, thank you so much, Leah. So again, if you got our box, that Leah's dumplings are in that box, so you can try some of that stuff yourself. So I'm going to go ahead and pass things over to Pam Ritz. She has some things to share with us today. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen so that everybody can see about your product. So go ahead.
Thank you.
Hello, everyone. I'm glad that I got to be one of the Bassanic picks. I'm Pam Wrights with Rizwich, and I'm representing Jenny O Turkey Store today. And my Bassanic pick is the Smokehouse Turkey Stick. So we introduced this a little while back, but again, it just really became extremely relevant this past spring. People were looking for more individually wrapped items. And in a recent poll that I reviewed, grab and go is expected to increase by 65% in this next coming school year of 2021. So the new Smokehouse Turkey Stick, you can see that here, was what was chosen. And a little bit about this product is made from turkey breast meat. So it is, again, a white meat drawdown. It is part of the commodity program. It is all natural. So what all natural means is it does not have any chemicals, any artificial colors, flavorings. So it is a clean label product. One stick is going to provide one meat alternate. It's a USDA Smart Snack compliant. Again, like I said, no artificial flavorings or colors, preservatives, nitrites or nitrites in there. And it's a good source of protein. So typically what people are going to do is they're going to serve one stick and they're going to pair it with an alternate protein item such as a cheese stick like this, or cheese cubes, cheese slices. So again, you can pair that up. So the best part of all is that you can see this is individually wrapped, and for your young children, it does have a easy peel. You can see how easy that peeled off. You can see it's lightly been marinated in the flavors. And by smokehouse, we basically mean it's similar to a fajita style seasoning with a little pepper and seasoning, but it's not hot and spicy at all. So again, if you're doing lunch in the classroom, take home, grab and go, it's going to fit your applications in a bunch of different ways. So again, kind of at the younger level, I encourage you to use it kind of like a Lunchable type of meal, like you do with our turkey coins. At the secondary level, it can be what we call a protein power pack. So again, it's just in how you present the product. So to make it a reimbursable meal, obviously you want to add your vegetable choice, you want to add your fruit choice, which could be fresh fruit, could be packaged fruit, a fruit juice, or a vegetable juice, and put in your grain. So then you've got your complete reimbursable meal. The approximate portion cost on the cookie sticks is in the low 50-cent range with your commodity credit. If you look at the nutritional panel here, you can see that, whoops, I lost the nutritional panel. It is low in sodium. It's only 40 calories and it's only 190 milligrams of sodium. So again, it's a healthy option for you to offer to the kids at any level. If you were not one of those who received the box, I'm happy to get samples to you. Just reach out to me, or like Leah said, once we know we have the list, I can get product to you. But again, I'd like to talk. I had a short video, but our link wasn't working. So I encourage you to go to our resources. If you go to Jennie-O Food Service, K-12, we have tons of recipes, also various tools and product info. Some of you have seen, if you're doing sandwiches, if you're doing hot sandwiches, we have the foil wraps. We also have the wax deli wraps. We have rolls of stickers that you can get. You can see those. So all of this is available on our resource page. There are some things that are no charge. There are a few things, your wraps and your stickers, that are a small charge, but you can use your Cool School points for that. And if you visit the website, you'll be able to link on the video. So the video gives you some additional menu ideas. The turkey sticks can be used in a shaker salad. So you can unwrap those, chop those up, and add those to like shaker salad. Or if you're doing chef salads, it's a good, if you're doing things to go, again, it's a great way to separate the protein from your vegetables, from your salad greens, to keep it fresh longer. So let me know what we can do for you. Here to help. And just would like to say too that this is Jennie-O's 20th year in commodity processing in the K-12 arena. So we're embarking on our 20 years. We have a great offering of products across the board. So let me know what we can do to help. And thanks.
Thank you so much, Pam. I think that those are going to be a great option, especially as we are looking to feeding in the classroom and taking things home, grab and go. So next up is Holly McGarry. Holly, are you on and can you see and hear us? You just have to click to share your audio and visual at the top and you should be good to go. But I just want to remind everybody while Holly is jumping on, if you could please go up to the polls at the top and let us know what items you are interested in. That will really help with projections, which is the biggest thing that we are having the hardest time with this year. So again, if you could just take a second to go ahead and answer those, we'll get Holly on and ready to go. On the issue, Holly, just so that you know, in the background with Laura. Just a little tech glitch. Give us just a All right, so let's see what we got going on with the polling. We can go ahead and just keep going through those. That would really help. I know all the vendors really want this information as well as GFS. We're still working to figure out Holly. If we don't figure out this section, if we run out of time, we'll just pop her in and we'll start her in the next session. So just give us one more second. Okay, we're hoping that she's going to log off and log back on, and then we should be good to go. Are there any questions that for the vendors that have already chatted? Any questions about the props or anything like that? I know that Kathy Zakelli is also answering questions in the chat box as far as GFS codes and stocking and those sorts of things. But anything else while we have a few minutes, I would be happy to share that with the vendors and allow them to answer. There's Holly.
It did that, then all of a sudden it disappeared, so I don't know what happened.
All right, you're up.
You're having the same problem as myself, so. Okay, I came outside because my house tends to be a little bit noisy with all the boys home, so it's a beautiful day.
Yes, so pretty.
Thank you for your patience there. So I'm Holly McGarry with, I'm with Waypoint. I'm the K-12 specialist in Ohio. I know a lot of you, I've been around for a very long time. We don't want to say how many years at this point. But anyways, I'm going to start with Conagra and the pancakes. Everybody should have those individually wrapped pancakes. We're packed up in the kit. So there's 2 pancakes in a bag, so it meets your 2 grain equivalents. The benefit of these is you don't need any type of butter. You don't need any syrup. There's like a little butter and cinnamon glaze in the center between the 2 of them. So when they heat up, that kind of melts into them. So I know if they are eating in the cafeteria, the janitors generally don't like any type of syrup because the tables get sticky or there's spills. So this is an easy item. It's also easy, or of course, if meals are being sent home. They are made with 51% whole grain. Pretty self-explanatory item. So they have been around, so they should be in stock and showing up in Imperial. Now, they are just something that we've been getting more and more requests for lately as we have more of a demand for the individually wrapped products. So that was the first item that I had. And then the next item, some of you may be familiar with Cool Tropics. They have been around for a little while. Cool concept. We have a kiwi strawberry, which should have been in everybody's box. So kind of looks like this. It's a little pouch. It's a 4-ounce juice equivalent. So when these come into you, the nice thing with these is that they are shelf stable. So when they come in, you can just throw them in the freezer. If you want them to freeze fast, I would take them out of the box and just line them on a sheet tray is how we've done it. If you're picking up meals to go home, they can send them home shelf stable. Just leave them directions. The kids can throw them in the freezer and drink them when they want. You just tear off the top. I would say probably about 5 minutes and they're nice and slushy. So it's a great item. It's something fun. It's something a little bit different for them to get a fruit cup, and it's versatile. So you can also, if you do freeze these and you put them out, if they are in the cafeteria and they start to slack out, you can refreeze them and there's no damage to the product. They hold up really well if they are refrozen. So that's something that's unique to usually the fruits once they thaw, that's it. They are, there's no preservatives, no sugar added. They are gluten and allergen free. We also have a lot of different marketing materials. They have stickers that we can get for you. There's some different signage. They just created this kind of neat new point of sale, and it talks about Cool Tropics on the go. So whether it be in the classroom, at home, on the playground, there's all different choices, but they have themed, say 8.5 by 11 sheets that they can send you if you want to blast it on your menu, if you want to put it on your Facebook page or whatever you want to do with it. But they can do all different themes. They can create some for you, and then they can slug if it's a certain product that you're using. In your kit today, there was the kiwi strawberry. So if that's the flavor that you're going to focus on, we can slug that one in so they can see what it looks like. But they've got all different marketing materials that they're really quick and they'll turn around and send it right to you. They also are working on a vegetable lineup. So they would meet your half a cup of vegetable. They just sent me samples. I've got the first trial run. So that's kind of the next focus to elaborate a little bit more on the line that they have. PFS has 4 different flavors in stock now in Imperial. I know I did send some of that information over. And there's to Maureen. So if you don't have that, you can reach out to me too, and I can get you all the respective GFS code numbers, or if you would like additional samples, or if you want to do any tests with some kids, just let me know.
All right, Holly, thank you so much. So now that you got to see her products, again, if you can go back to the poll and vote on if you are interested in those IW pancakes from Conagra, and if these shelf-stable slushies are something that you can use, I definitely think that that is a really cool option. So that concludes the vendors for this session. Again, remember, we had to split the vendors up into 3 sessions because we have so many of them that we're excited to be with us today. So we're going to go ahead and leave this session and move on over into session 2 and get ready for the second round of vendors. Thank you all so much again for your time.